And tickets for Shane Warne's State Memorial at the MCG were released to the general public today. The 2-hour service will begin at 7 p.m. next Wednesday. It'll likely include renaming the ground's Great Southern Stand to the Shane Warne Stand. Ed Sheeran and Coldplay's Chris Martin are tipped to send video messages. What a night that will be.
And we really are just learning how much influence Shane Warne had, not just in the cricket and sporting world, but outside of that.
Absolutely. He was seen around the world as a reflection of the great Aussie character, you know, the lovable larrikin. I remember years ago I was an electoral observer in Zimbabwe during a terrible time in Zimbabwe's history. President Mugabe was standing for election, and we were in the Chimanimani Mountains. It was the most rural, isolated part of Zimbabwe, and there were some war veterans that had taken over a commercial farm. And it was pretty scary, but I had to interview them about the election. And the leader of this gang, you know, they were kind of like bikies, tats and no teeth and everything and chains around their neck. And I was asking them how they were going to vote in the upcoming election. And the leopard, he was the leader, the leopard glared at me and said, "You British." And I thought, whoop, here's my moment. And I said, "No, I'm Australian." And he looked at me, looked at the others, and he said, "Shane Warne!" And
Wow, he was your communication tool.
He was my lifeline. And apparently Warne had played in Zimbabwe during the 90s, and everybody in Zimbabwe just fell in love with the great man. So his impact is way beyond Australia. And I found time and time again that people would raise Shane Warne as part of the great Australian character.
I love that story because the whole way through I was going, well, how does Shane Warne fit into this story?
you had to bear with me.
That's
but
great.
I can tell you I've never been so relieved to hear Shane Warne's name as I was then.